Dolphins fans, welcome in to Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. We are previewing this huge game in Foxborough between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. A must-win game for the Dolphins here, as well as the Patriots. The Pats need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Let me know who you got down in the comments section. Got the Fins, or do you have the Patriots? 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time at kickoff in Foxborough. If the Patriots not fumbled inside the 5-yard line last week, this might have been Sunday Night Football. This game might have been flexed, but you might not want to go too crazy on New Year's Eve. You got to get up for this game. 1 o'clock Eastern time kickoff over there in Foxborough. Who you got? You got the Dolphins, or do you have the Patriots? Let me know down in the comment section. Type MIA or type NE. It is the pinned comment, so reply to it when you get a second. And I understand that technically this is not a must-win. Technically, the Dolphins could lose this game and still make the playoffs with a win against the Jets next week. But you have got to win this game. You have lost 4 straight games. You have got to get back on track here. We've been saying that the last couple of weeks. Taking a look now at the updated playoff picture, if the Dolphins get in, they're more than likely the 7th seed. But 2 straight wins here, you still have an opportunity, if the Ravens lose and the Chargers lose their 2 remaining games, to get in as the 6th seed or even the 5th seed, but that is rather unlikely. So you do have the Jets and the Patriots right on the Dolphins' heels here at 7-8. This is a really important game for the Dolphins here. They got to win it. They're the better team, too. Even without Tua, they should win this game. Taking a look at the injury report, and it is long, so bear with me here. Terron Armstead has been listed on the injury report with a toe, a pec, a knee, and a hip injury, producer Chugs. That guy's a warrior, and he's going to play through all that. I'd be shocked if he did not play, but he did not participate in Wednesday's practice. We're filming this video during Dolphins Live on Thursday. We do not have Thursday's report yet, so this is all from Wednesday's practice. Bradley Chubb did not participate. We'll get some news on him in a second here. River Craycraft, Eric Fisher, and Alec Ingold also did not partake in practice on Wednesday. And Barry Jackson tweeted this. Defensive coordinator Josh Boyer said Bradley Chubb is dealing with a number of issues, not only the club on his injured hand. Status in question for Sunday in New England. So not only is it a hand injury for Bradley Chubb, he did leave the last game against the Packers with an injury. He's also dealing with some other things as well. So that doesn't sound good, and I'd be a little bit surprised if Chubb was going to play on Sunday, which is certainly a big loss for the Fins here. Continuing on with the injury report, Tua Tagovailoa obviously did not participate in practice. He's back in the concussion protocol, and he is out for Sunday's game. Clayton Fagellum, good to see him working his way back. He was limited with a knee. Jalen Phillips also limited as well. But, of course, Tua Tagovailoa has been ruled out. Teddy Bridgewater will take the first-team reps in practice all week and will start against the Patriots on Sunday. So Teddy Two Gloves, one of the biggest starts of his career here. I know he's a seasoned vet. He's obviously had a lot of starting experience, so hopefully he can get the job done in New England on Sunday. It is worth noting that Miami is 0-3 this season without Tua, and the offense did not look good in those games that he missed. And I included the Bengals game. I know he started that game, but he missed like 3 quarters, so I included that game on this L3 here. The Dolphins have not won without Tagovailoa this season. Continuing on with the injury report here. Eric Rowe was limited with a quad and a knee. Teddy Bridgewater with a knee, full participant, so that's good. He'll be fine. And Kader Kohu with a thumb, a full participant as well. You can go bet on the game at chatsports.com/bet, promo code Dolphins125. We have a great deal for you here through BetUS. That is the promo code. That is the link. That is the deal. A 125% deposit bonus. That means if you put $100 into your account, you're going to start with $225 in your account. It's a great deal. Go and take advantage. The Patriots right now a 3-point favorite over the Dolphins. The total at 41. So if you're feeling good about the Fins like I am, go and bet on them. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Dolphins125. Let's talk about the Patriots injury report now. Offensive tackle Yodny Kajust, did not participate. Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, so a couple corners did not participate in practice. And then Jonnu Smith, the tight end, he's in the protocol as well. Jalen Mills. So, you're looking at some of these corner injuries for the Pats, and you're like, man, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle might go to work. He did not participate either. Devontae Parker's in the protocol. His status is in doubt for Sunday against his former team. Damian Harris limited as well. Hunter Henry limited. Jonathan Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyquan Thornton all limited at practice for New England. So, what stands out to me there is all the DBs listed on that injury report. Now let's talk about my keys to victory. What do the Dolphins do? What do the Dolphins have to do to win this football game? My number one key is to get Teddy Bridgewater comfortable. Teddy does not need to go out there and play hero ball. He just needs to be a good game manager. Find Tyreek Hill. Find Jalen Waddle. He has all these weapons. Put the ball in their hands. Here is what he's done this season. An up and down year to say the least. 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 522 yards, a 61.7% completion percentage. But all those stats have come when he hasn't had first-team reps in practice, so that's worth noting. That makes a big difference. What is your confidence level in Teddy Two Gloves? Scale it 1 to 10. Down in the comment section. I'm feeling all right about Teddy. I think he's going to surprise some people on Sunday. To help Teddy out, though, you have got to establish the run game. Get Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson going. The run game has been far too inconsistent this year. It feels like, every other game it's been good. And then all the other times, you've rushed for like 60 yards total. That just cannot happen. You've got to have more success, more improvement in the run game. It's been far too inconsistent this year. Jeff Wilson, he's still kind of working his way back healthy. He was a little bit limited last week, I think. So hopefully he's able to go out and have a good game on Sunday, as well as Raheem Mostert. Let's talk about my next key. The road defense has got to improve. It has been the worst road defense in the NFL all season. Last in the NFL with 31.5 points per game allowed on the road. It's unacceptable. You have got to be better on the road. The Dolphins' defense has to come out of the gate and has to perform well early. To do that, force turnovers. And I do believe the defense can do that. Force turnovers, win the turnover battle. I think that is a big key to winning this football game. And Mac Jones has not had a great season. You look at his numbers. He has more interceptions than he has touchdowns. Put pressure on him. Force him to beat you, because I do not believe he can. 7 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, over 2,300 yards for Mac Jones this season. Number 5 on my keys to victory is to finish strong. And a lot of times on my keys to victory, it's start fast. And the Dolphins have done a decent job doing that in recent weeks, but they have not finished games. You saw that against the Packers last week. It was a colossal collapse. They blew the Bills game as well. They collapsed down the stretch against San Francisco. They had a terrible second half against the Chargers. So it's been the problem lately for the Dolphins has been finishing. Finish this game strong. Start fast, finish strong for the Dolphins. Let's talk about players to watch. Number 1 is obviously Teddy Bridgewater. And I feel like if Teddy has a good game, not a great game, but a good game, the Dolphins win this game. And earlier we showed you his numbers from this season. Let's take a look at what he did at Denver last season as the starting quarterback for the Broncos. He made good decisions. 18 touchdowns, just 7 picks, over 3,000 yards, nearly a 67% completion percentage. If he goes out Sunday, has a decent game, I believe the Dolphins can win. Mostert and Wilson, who's gonna step up? Both guys stepping up would be nice, but who is gonna separate themselves out of these two? Who is gonna go out and just have a really good game? One of these guys has to, because you have got to establish the run to win this football game. Number 3 is Kader Kohou. Oh, we've talked a lot about him. He has been fantastic. had his first career interception last week. You take a look here at this Dolphins cornerback depth chart. X has kind of had a disappointing season. Cater, the exact opposite. He has exceeded expectations for the Dolphins this season. Jalen Phillips, someone else to watch. He has been really good, dare I say underrated this season for the Dolphins, and he is playing better as the season goes on. 7 sacks, 20 quarterback hits, 56 tackles, 2 fumble recoveries. Before the season, I predicted him to get 10 sacks, so that could still happen. He'd have to finish the season really strong here in the final 2 games. Terron Armstead, someone else to watch. The offensive line goes as he goes. When he plays well, when he's fully healthy, when he goes out there and has a good game, the offensive line does pretty solid. So he's got to be the leader, the captain of that offensive line, especially with the fact you have a backup quarterback playing. Give Teddy time and let Teddy have, I should say, set Teddy up for success. Go down in the comments and predict the score. Who is going to win? What is the score going to be? Dolphins and Patriots. It's going to be close. I think I'm going to have a heart attack, Jeremy Chugs. The Dolphins win 24-22. Jason Sanders makes a game-winning field goal. Dolphins get the dub in Foxborough and hopefully lock up a playoff spot if the Jets lose. I'm taking the fence 24-22. Of course, if the Dolphins go 2-0, they are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. There are scenarios to, how they can go 1-1, still get in, but just take care of business, win, and you are in. Go 2-0, make the playoffs, get Tua back healthy, hopefully, and see if you can make a run, because when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.